Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 796, we're going to finish out a set. That's a small set. The Walking Dead Secret Lair had 5, and this is the last one. Daryl, Hunter of Walkers. A Gruul. So we have two colorless, a red and a green, for a 4/4 human archer. Makes sense. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 walker tokens. Those are 2/2 zombies. Daryl taps to deal 2 damage to target creature. When a zombie an opponent controls dies, draw a card. Now, I know that this set sent shockwaves through the Magic community. I had to get it because these are legal, and I'm building them because it's part of the mission. But, that being said, I am not current on The Walking Dead. It's been some years since I have tuned in, but Daryl Dixon was my favorite character. I love Daryl. He had a lot of great one-liners, a lot of great story-building moments from what I saw. But this is a Magic deck. Anyway, so that first line, at the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 zombie tokens. That's kind of big game. I have had the fortune to actually play this deck. However, I did lose with it, and I beat myself. I drew out. How many times can you say you drew out in a Gruul deck? My opponent was was gaining life in the several hundred a turn range, and had it been a normal situation, I may have been able to win, but I just couldn't pull it off against someone with 600 life. Anyway, everybody else was dead by that point. Anyway, the very first card I thought of when I saw Daryl was because of the 2 things. You pick somebody to get 3 zombie tokens, and then whenever a zombie dies, you get to draw a card. Was Ether Flash. Creature comes into play, it takes 2 damage. So that way, you give them the 3 zombies, the zombies die, you draw 3 cards. Wow. That's the part that... and then, in addition to that, we have... we'll get to those in the removal section. My other part was, he taps to deal 2 damage to a creature. So I was like, Instill Energy and Nature's Chosen will give him 1 more tap a turn, right? Also, the Quirion Ranger and Seeker of Skybreak will untap Daryl. But then he's also an archer, and I've always wanted to do tribal archers. Now, that's not a real deep tribe as far as decent cards. I mean, we have Elvish Archer, it's first strikes, whatever. Jagged Scar, which is going to count some of my Mana Dorks and some of my archers. It's never going to be huge, but, hey. Titania's Chosen, Thorn-Wheeled Archer. Femurith Archer is kind of a beast as well, with tapping to deal 4 damage to a flyer. It's also, 4 damage doesn't kill everything, but I put the Gorgon's Head in the deck either for Daryl or for the Arch, for whoever needs it. That'll kill most things in the air. Azuri's Archers, and the Blast from the Past, the Centaur Archer, and then the Grey Bodoyan. That's it for where the Archer tribal thing ends. Everything else is just Daryl's ability. Well, I guess you could arguably say that the Crossbow Ambush. I had to put the Crossbow Ambush. Sorry, brother. Had to put it in there just simply because. I mean, it's Daryl. There is no crossbow. This is the only instance of the word crossbow that I could find written on a Magic card. There's no crossbow equipment. So, and it was very specific. I had to have a crossbow somewhere for Daryl. We also have a lot of those tap to do a thing. I have Vitalize to untap. But let's look at our ramp, shall we? Because we are in red and green. This is a bunch. This is a whole bunch. I'll admit this is probably too much. I could probably lose some of these for better cards, but, you know, anyway. Nature's Lore, Gruul Rune, Harrow, Commander Sphere, Search for Tomorrow, Land of War Elves. These are in no particular order, of course. Fire Diamond, Talisman of Impulse, Moss Diamond, Untamed Wilds, Gruul Locket, Gruul Signet, Cluestone, Spectral Searchlight, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, Explosive Vegetation, and Soul Ring. Yeah, a little much, I know. Probably could have dialed that back a little bit, but I wanted to be able to dependably... Because here's the thing. Daryl's going to die. People are going to shoot him out. Because there's no real downside for your opponent to getting the zombies and then they die, other than you drawing cards. And that card allows that whole interaction to happen. So he's going to die, and I figured I was going to have to recast Daryl over and over again. Do have a couple of other ones, like, because Daryl does deal 2 damage to any creature. So if I need to draw a card, I can shoot the Ripjaw Raptor. I didn't need to in the game that I played with it. Oh, no. The Cacophon deals damage, or is dealt damage, untap a permanent. Now, here is we got a little bit of card draw. Here, let's get this out of the way first. Faithless Looting, Rites of Flourishing, Dangerous Wager, and Compost. I really like Compost because whenever a black card is put to one of your opponent's graveyards, you may draw a card. I did not draw this in my game, but those zombies do die. They hit the yard before they evaporate, so Compost will trigger there. But Ether Flash is a lot to just kind of hang our hat on, right? I mean, it's obviously the pie in the sky that we want, but we also have Pyroclasm, which doesn't, doesn't bode well for the archers, but, hey, it is what it is. Volcanic Fallout, Magma Quake. I love this, because it's instant speed. You can do it at any time. To wipe out the zombies. Yeah, I love it. To be honest with you, I probably should have put a Psychosis Crawler in the deck if I had thought maybe one of those Mana Rocks can be a Psychosis Crawler. What do y'all think? Comet Storm. Comet Storm, I did do like 80 damage to 3 targets. Yeah, so... But it didn't win me the game. And then the Blasphemous Act. Now, here's the thing. All of that made me really want to put in a Stuffy Doll. So, and it also made me want to put in a Toralf God of Fury, because excess damage is a thing. Yeah. Have a couple of utility cards, Fog, Overrun, Restock. But that Overrun probably needs to come out because I'm not real creature heavy. But here is my removal. I do have a Vow of Lightning because I firmly believe if it's not my problem, it's not my problem. Mystic Repeal. Bottom of Library Shenanigans. Return to Nature. Red Elemental Blast is a pretty beautiful thing against blue. Naturalize. Ground Assault did me, I did draw it. I did kill a thing with it because I had an insane amount of lands. I probably need less ramp, more action. Like I said. Acidic Slime's fairly decent removal. Abrade. Tribute to the Wild. Now, Unravel the Ether I really love. Shuffled it into the library because Darksteel Forge is a card. Right? Does not destroy it, just shuffles it away. It's better than putting it into the graveyard, in my opinion. Then, of course, we have Hurricane, just in case. I like Hurricane to clear the skies. I like Hurricane to, I am accidentally 1 life more than everybody at the table. Okay. Which is going to bring us to our non-basic lands. We have the Command Tower, Path of Ancestry, Rugged Highland, Timber Gorge, Kazanda Refuge, Rupture Spire, Slagwoods Bridge, Rootbound Crag, Temple of Abandon, Gruul Guildgate, Blighted Woodland, Evolving Wilds, and Terramorphic Expanse. Like I said, I had a blast playing the deck. It was one of those games that you just don't think should end that way or should last that long. It was a great game. I had a lot of fun playing it, and to be honest with you, can't wait to play it again. So, 796, we're going to go here and put onto the wall. That was a skinny case. It's the old. But that is what we've got today, and I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. We're running a little long here today, so thank you so much, and we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.